left of Aiden Hill. Nugent Hopkins against Eichel. It goes across to Mark Stone.
This is a matchup I did not like, Cam. I was worried about this.
Wallman forced back by Eichel. Off the boards to the line, but kept in by Stone. His cross ice pass broken up by Wallman. It's loose in front of the net, sent to the line and just out.
I don't think Chris Knobloch can go with this matchup. Just, you know.
That's offside against the Golden Knights.
Don't think you can. I think we're about to find out back at Edmonton what ends up happening there.
When you have last change?
Yeah. But I think Knobloch right now feels like he can play any line against any line. But if I was Bruce Cassidy, I might be inclined to try to get Eichel against Nugent Hopkins, because to me, Eichel historically has had some success 5-on-5 in the circle. See, they're trying to get Carlson out against McDavid and Draisaitl. Carlson's a tremendous two-way player. He went into this series plus 42 in the playoffs. That's all you need to know right there.
That's pretty darn good, yep. Puck rimmed into the Edmonton zone, and Draisaitl squeezes it up the boards. It doesn't get out. McNabb have got it low. Draisaitl will get it out, though. To McDavid, off the right wing boards and into the Vegas zone. Shea Theodore in the end. Up the left wing for Howden. Poked away from him by Draisaitl. McNabb will get it out through the middle of the ice. It's drifted right back in by Brett Kulak. Puck cleared out by McNabb all the way down. Should be icing, and it will be with 5:56 to go in the second. This game tied at 1. Shots are now 12-11 for the Golden Knights. Olofsson scoring in the first for Vegas. Wallman has the goal here in the second for Edmonton.
This has been a low event game. And what did Wallman do?
Shot it.
Talked about the power play, not shooting it.
Goes in behind the net. McNabb around the boards. Pinching down was Bouchard to keep it in. It's in behind the goal. Theodore take a hit from Perry. Slides off that check to McNabb up to the line where Bouchard with his skate trying to keep it in. And he does. It comes across the line. Theodore will get it out. To Howden into the Oiler end. Angle shot off the outside of the Edmonton net. The boards to Draisaitl. He's got room through the middle. Draisaitl over the center ice line will dump it in. Aiden Hill stops it. Haig in behind his goal for Vegas up the right wing to Carlson. Through the middle of the ice to Pearson. He'll go to the net. The shot, great save made by Pickard as Pearson got sprung right up the middle. The puck cleared out. It goes to Podkolzin. Into the Vegas end on the right wing. Stops up. Drops the puck. Arvidsson chops it across to the left, and it's cleared by Kolosov. Klingberg in his own zone up the right wing boards to Victor Arvidsson. Will get it out. To Podkolzin now into the Vegas end through the middle. Scores! That was a shot! And Vasily Podkolzin has given the Edmonton Oilers a 2-1 lead here in the second period.
Well, Podkolzin's been on his horse all period. I mean, he made the play to get Edmonton the equalizer and the long-range bomber from Wallman. I'm going to tell you this right now. Aiden Hill, back-to-back years, .930 save percentage. Even when Dallas beat Aiden Hill in Vegas last year in 7, he was over .930. That's a bad goal for Aiden Hill. I mean, you say it's a good shot. I say it's a bad goal, but the Oilers will say they're up 2-1.
Podkolzin's first of these playoffs or of any Stanley Cup playoffs. Vasily Podkolzin at 15-18 to the second period has given the Edmonton Oilers a 2-1 lead here in Game 2. Puck shot into the Vegas zone. Oh, what are you cheating for? Getting it out is Saad, knocked down by Bouchard. And it was a glove pass, so we get the whistle.
Can't cheat against this team.
We'll take a break. 4:25 to go in the second period. 2-1 Oilers lead the Golden Knights in Game 2 from the the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, 2-1 Oilers lead, 5:25 to go in the second period of Game 2. Pam Moon along with Bob Stauffer in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and home payments, no interest for 1 year. Second period goals, both by the fourth line. It was Wallman at 11:31, then Podkolzin at 15:18. And the Oilers have a 2-1 lead on the Golden Knights.
These guys are hot. Get them back out there.
Off the Edmonton zone to the left of Calvin Pickard. He's also been red hot in his second period.
Solid. But again, they're going to this matchup here. This is one I thought the Oilers might want to try to avoid. Kane's out there against Draisaitl taking the draw. Nugent has been waved out. Vander's got to get a saw off here. Or win it.
Or just win it. Yep. Wallman will get it out. Puck gets to center. Nugent Hopkins in over the line. Towards the net, and it goes to Hill. He gloved it, but he got bumped by Kane, and everybody gets in there. Puck went high in the air.
We're getting
it's good stuff.
Great effects.
Hill gloved it. Kane bumped into him.
And they're deciding, are they going to give Evander the low penalty here?
I don't think you give anybody a penalty.
What's the...
Come on. Evander has made his thoughts perfectly clear.
Well, Evander's got a penalty. Vegas better be getting
Yeah, it's got to be even up. Has to be.
4-4.
Yeah, I would think that would make the most sense to me. Yeah, I think it's 4-4. You see the referee giving the old 4-4.
The penalty's on the play. 91, minor penalty, goal interference. Vegas, number 2, minor penalty, roughing. 4-on-4.
There you go. With 4:16 to go here in the second, 2-1 Oilers lead.
No.
Faceoff will be in the Golden Knight zone to the right of Aiden Hill. Draisaitl, McDavid out there with Bouchard and Kulak. Eichel to take the draw. Eichel and Carlson on the ice, with McNabb and Theodore. And the puck goes to the right wing. Theodore behind the net to McNabb.
They're winning a lot more face-offs, Cam.
Up the left to Eichel. Comes down the left wing into the Oilers zone. Stops in the left corner. Trying to get away from Bouchard. Goes in behind the net. To the right up front. Oh, he just missed Carlson with a pass. And Kulak up the left wing. It in just over the Vegas line. To the right to Bouchard. To the middle on the blue line, McDavid. Now to Draisaitl. Comes across the blue line. Down the right wing. To the right wing corner. Behind the net. Draisaitl. To the left. He's top of the circle. To the right wing point. Kulak to McDavid. McDavid stops. Right wing corner to Draisaitl. Draisaitl up to the blue line. To Bouchard, left point. High slot. Kulak has to go to the left point. Almost lost it. Got it low. Into the corner. McDavid behind the net. On the right wing. To the middle. Comes across. Bouchard's one-timer blocked by Theodore. Bouchard got it back. Left wing to McDavid. To Draisaitl. Oh, almost put it off a hill as he tried to go short side upstairs. And the puck comes to the middle of the ice. Riley Smith will get it out. Gave it away to Draisaitl. He's going towards the net, and it went off his stick. Nugent Hopkins to the middle. Nurse scores! Darnell Nurse fires it past Hill on the stick side. Edmonton is up 3-1.
I don't think Aiden Hill will be too happy with that one either. I mean, Darnell Nurse beats him from distance. Vegas didn't get the puck deep, and Draisaitl started the surge back into the zone, and then McNabb turned it over. Nugent Hopkins feathered it through the middle, and a shot to the blocker's side from Darnell Nurse, and it's 3-1 Edmonton.
Nurse with his second of the playoffs, 17-17, time of the goal in the second period here in Game 2, and the Oilers erase that 1-0 deficit after 20. They're up 3-1 here later in the second. Nurse comes in, shoots it, and gloved by Hill. He'll hold on as the Oilers score on this 4-on-4.
Ryan Nugent Hopkins now with points in 6 consecutive playoff games, Cam.
He is rolling. Gives him 7 points now in 8 games.
Cam, Edmonton needs to carry at least a 2-goal lead here in the third period.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Just
I know
play
exactly
smart.
what you're saying.
No penalties.
Yep.
Play within your limitations. Don't over-pursue. No cheat whatsoever.
Puck gets turned over, and it's Hyman to keep it in. The Vegas end goes to the left wing corner. Up against the boards, it's knocked free. Pietrangelo across to Hanifin. Now to Eichel as he comes up the left wing. Through the middle to Carlson. Carlson on the left side. Hanifin to Carlson. High slot. Didn't shoot it. Gave it to Eichel. Left wing corner to the middle. Gave it away to Nugent Hopkins. And he'll get it up and out. And it won't be icing. Edmonton can make a quick change as we're 5-on-5. Oilers up 3-1 here in the second period. Eichel in over the line on the right. A shot scores. That got tipped. Carlson got his stick on it. And the Oilers leads cut to 3-2.
Well, the Oilers survived one surge, but not the second. And they had a sloppy change. Pietrangelo whipped one around the boards, and Wallman got caught in a back pivot and just gave up too much time and space. Eichel with the shot, Carlson with the deflection, and it's a 3-2 game. Hate to say I told you.
That's Carlson's second of the playoffs.
But the Oilers had too easy of a zone entry for Jack Eichel in that sequence. Wallman kind of peeled off.
Eichel and Pietrangelo get the assist. 18-10 time of that goal. 53 seconds after the goal by Nurse. 3-2 Oilers lead here in the second period of Game 2. Puck goes into the Vegas zone. Pietrangelo lost it. Podkolzin in behind the net. Off the boards to the blue line. The shot for the point. Save made by Hill, and he covers it up. Kulak with a snapshot. They got all the way through.
This line has just had a great game. They're playing north and south. They're getting pucks deep. They're getting pucks to the net. They got the hot hand right now.
Down to 1:38 to go here in the second period. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Brown out there with Nurse and Kulak. Carlson taking the draw. Puck goes to McDavid, across to Nurse. On the left, the shot is saved by Hill. He held on to it.
That's a real nice face-off play there from Edmonton. And if they had a guy in the back door, it would have been an empty netter. And he almost beat him short side blocker again.
Oilers have found a few holes here in the second period on Aiden Hill. Face off to the right of Hill. Draisaitl against Eichel in the face-off circle.
Gotta say, Eichel and Stone have been terrific in this game.
Barbashev will get it out to Eichel at center. Now to Barbashev into the Oiler end down the left wing. He made a move. He'll go to the net and put it just wide. What a chance there for Barbashev. Cleared out by Draisaitl. Brown got it free to McDavid. Just knocked away from him at the last second. And Barbashev's up the left wing. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line. McDavid will go in behind his net. Reverse it. We're in the last minute here in the second period. 3-2 Oilers lead. Wallman up the right wing. Hit a Vegas stick. Goes into the Golden Knight zone. And, Theodore took a header right into the boards. Gets back up, though. And Colasar up the left wing. Colasar to center ice for the Golden Knights. He'll shoot it in. Nurse in behind the net. Left wing to Podkolzin to the blue line and hit. That was a glove pass, so we get the whistle from the Golden Knights. 32 seconds to go here in the second period. Barbashev with that move to the middle.
Yeah.
He put it wide, but he had a good chance. Face-off just outside the Edmonton blue line.
Cam, this is a 3-2 Edmonton lead, and McDavid and Draisaitl have been very quiet.
White Cloud to Hanifin. To White Cloud. Right wing at center ice. Law off the boards and in. Kulak up the left wing. It hits White Cloud. It's going to stay in to Law. 14 seconds to go in the period. Law down low to Colasar. He's in behind the net. Pressured by Kulak. Puck came free to Law along the right wing. To the blue line. White Cloud across. Hanifin shot. Stopped by Pickard. Right at the buzzer as they all gather in front of the Edmonton net. And Calvin Pickard with a big save right at the end of the second period. Looks like they get this all broken up. 3-2 Oilers lead through 40 minutes.
Well, the reason Edmonton's up is their goalie's been better.
It's been really good. Yes, he has been very good. I don't know how he saw that shot from the point.
Edmonton's got to do some work here. If we're going to see Vegas's best period. I think Vegas overall has outplayed Edmonton in this game. Perhaps the Oilers a little bit fortuitous to be up by one. Aiden Hill will probably tell you he should have had 2 of the 3 he gave up. But Colson got a lot on it. Darnell Nurse. Now, Darnell Nurse does score from there occasionally. It should be stated. But nonetheless, 3 in the second for Edmonton. Vegas with a late push after the Oilers went up 3-1. Lots to work left to do for both teams, and we know Vegas is going to bring it here, Cam, in the third period.
They absolutely will. What a game through 40. Game 2 of this second round series of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Oilers lead the series 1-0. They lead this game 3-2 after 2 periods. Jake Wallman, Vasily Podkolzin, Darnell Nurse all scoring for Edmonton in the second. Victor Olofsson scored in the first period for Vegas, and William Carlson, he had a goal in the second period for Vegas as well. Calvin Pickard has been outstanding in that Edmonton net. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the second intermission for you when we come back. 3-2 Oilers lead after 2 periods here in Vegas from the T-Mobile Arena. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in store for details.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Help inspire the next generation of artists as the International Children's Festival of the Arts returns to St. Albert May 29th to June 1st. Enter now at 880ched.com for your chance to win. Then experience a hilarious, heartfelt, and contemplative look at love, loss, relationships, and life as the Shadow Theater presents Where You Are. May 1st through the 18th at the Varscona Theater.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Arvidsson will get it out. To Podkolzin now into the Vegas end through the middle. Scores! That was a shot! And Vasily Podkolzin has given the Edmonton Oilers a 2-1 lead.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the second intermission. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown. Well, that was a crazy period, but a lot of fun to watch.
It was. It was a ton of fun. 2 things that have got the Oilers in front of the Vegas Golden Knights. Calvin Pickard and the Oilers' fourth line. Calvin Pickard has been outstanding in this game. Again, the shots aren't crazy in this game, but the chances are. And the Oilers have given up a lot of grade A looks. They, at the very end, Evan Bouchard gets beat one-on-one by Barbashev. He walks in. Pearson has a breakaways. He splits the defenseman. They've had 2-on-1s. The Vegas Golden Knights, they had a 4-on-1 earlier in this game. And Calvin Pickard has been outstanding. You look at the saves he's made and then turn it over and look at the goals that Hill has let in. Hill's let in 2 goals that should be stopped. Right. And Pickard has probably taken away 3 goals that should have gone in. Calvin Pickard has been outstanding in this game. And when an opposition team does a pretty good job on your best players, as Vegas has tonight, limiting the opportunities for McDavid, for Draisaitl, for Hyman, for Kane, you need other players to step up. And in that period right there, you saw the fourth line come out, energize this team, score a goal, and quickly get put back out by the coaching staff, realizing, the fourth line's got something going. So it was a good period score-wise for the Edmonton Oilers, a great period by the fourth line, a fantastic period by the goaltender Calvin Pickard. But a period, though, that the Oilers are going to want to clean things up going into the third period.
Well, they have the 3-2 lead going into the third. Shots on goal in that period, by the way. You were talking about how the numbers been a little on the low side. Oilers outshooting Vegas 11-10 that period, and overall through 2 periods of play, 17-16. But you said that you thought that Hill should have saved 2 of them. Podkolzin shot, I'm guessing the Nurse shot, because the Jake Wallman goal, man, that thing was flying.
Well, the Wallman one, he had no chance. It went off. It was going wide, and it hit the defenseman Haig's shin pad and changes direction, goes in. So that's where you see Hill a little looking up at his defenseman, because that shot was going to miss the net. Podkolzin, that can't go in. I mean, good on Podkolzin getting puck on net, smart play. But in the Stanley Cup playoffs, in a one-goal hockey game, you can't let that in. And then the Nurse one, again, it was a shot from distance. It's no comparison tonight between the goaltenders. Calvin Pickard has been outstanding in this hockey game. A big save after big save. And the Vegas Golden Knights were controlling play for about a 7-8 minute stretch where they got breakaways, they had golden scoring opportunities, everything's going their way, and then bang, bang, 2 shots go in the net. And that, to me, is on Adin Hill, who didn't have a great year. He has not had a good playoffs, and he certainly hasn't had a good game. And the Edmonton Oilers, if I'm going into the third period, shoot from everywhere, because you got a goaltender that looks a little rattled.
Okay, so now they're trailing 3-2, and we've been waiting for Vegas to play their best period of the series. I kind of think it's got to be this next one.
Well, Vegas has actually played a really good hockey game. Yeah. All the metrics will tell you that they've played well tonight and probably are deserving of a lead. Those are the tough ones when you play well and you look up the scoreboard and you're trailing. So, yeah, Vegas will continue to push in the third. Calvin Pickard will probably have to make 2 or 3 big saves again to keep the Oilers ahead. But the Edmonton Oilers also, to me, this is where you want to have your biggest period of the series. You win a period, you're up 2-0 with 3 of the final 5 games in Edmonton. So I think both teams realize the importance of the next 20 minutes. I would imagine this will be the best 20 minutes that we're going to see over the first 6, as there's a huge difference in a series being 2-0 and 1-1. And the Edmonton Oilers certainly would love to put a little bit of breathing room between them and Vegas as they go home.
29-97, a little quiet by their standards. So I guess if you're an Oilers fan, you can say, hey, listen, those guys, they'll get it going here. Maybe the third period is time to do it. But I like the way Vegas has kind of been checking them tonight. And unfortunately for Vegas, the fourth line has come alive for the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, when you play against the Edmonton Oilers, your first thought is slow down Connor and Leon. And Vegas has done a pretty good job of that. They've used 2 different lines. They've used the Eichel line, which they try to get Eichel's line to force Connor and Leon to play in their own zone. And then they played the Carlson line against him. And Carlson's a fantastic third-line center. Yeah. He doesn't give you a whole lot. You have to work for every inch out there. So they've done a good job. But if you want to be a Stanley Cup champion, you've got to be more than 2 players, more than one line. And tonight and throughout these playoffs, I believe Jack said that's the 12th different Oiler forward that has scored so far in the playoffs. That's depth. And that is a big reason the Oilers right now are up 3-2 in this game.
So how do they grind them down a little bit here in the third period? Do you see Vegas tiring at all?
No, I don't think so. They're good. They roll lines too. I don't think they're going to tire. What the Oilers do, they got to be better defensively. They gave up too many grade A scoring chances in that period. Calvin Pickard should not be under the stress that he's been under through 40 minutes. So the Oilers will be better. And any chance you get, put a puck on net. The Oilers fired 3 shots on net, all from distance, and all 3 found its way to the back of the net. So if you're an Oiler in the third period, you do not turn down a scoring chance, a shot on net, anything, and keep crashing the net. They've got a rattled goaltender in there, and you want to make sure you continue to make his night hard.
And the Oilers have shown a lot of patience through this series so far, so I can't see why they're not going to do it in the third. I'm with you. I think this third period is going to be a real big one. We should be able to determine a fair bit by how this final. I don't want to say final 20 because the way this is going, the way these 2 teams are scoring, it could go a little longer than that. But I can hardly wait for the third period, Rob.
Well, it's playoff hockey, of course.
Bring it on.
It's a close hockey game. These are 2 good hockey clubs right now, and the difference is very minimal. So if you can give yourself a big leg up in a series, and that would be being up 2-0, winning 2 on the road, that is huge. The Oilers are not going to look past this opportunity. So that's why I believe both teams realize the importance, and both teams will have their best efforts in the final 20.
Great, thanks. Brendan Escott's going to talk to you at the after the game tonight on the post-game show, so we'll see whether or not that's next. But we have another 20 minutes to go. The third period is coming up shortly. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back and take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Canadians gathered at parks, squares, city halls, and other public venues across the country today to mark the 80th anniversary of the end of the Second World War in Europe. Dutch Ambassador to Canada, Margriet Vono, says the Netherlands will never forget the sacrifice of Canadians.
Dutch families can be seen walking among the graves, reading the names on the carved maple leaves. Parents, like my parents, told me, quietly telling their children, these men, they died to free your country. Do not forget what they did. You are free because of them.
After Canadians and Allied soldiers accepted the surrender of German forces in the Netherlands on May 5, 1945, the remaining German forces surrendered across Europe, with May 8, 1945, declared Victory in Europe Day. I'm Thomas Dias. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Steelhaus Triton, two legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
At the Intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths with you as we slowly wrap up the second intermission. Oilers leading Vegas 3-2 after 40 minutes of play at the T-Mobile Arena. And scoring for the Oilers, Jake Wallman, Vasily Podkolzin, Darnell Nurse. Who knows what's coming up in the third, but stay tuned for it because it should be a lot of fun. Let's take a look at the other game that happened in the NHL tonight. Your out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. This was the Eastern matchup tonight between the Washington Capitals and the Carolina Hurricanes. Kind of an important win for the Washington Capitals as they post a 3-1 decision over the Canes. That ties up the series at 1. Tom Wilson with 1 goal, 1 assist. John Carlson with 1 goal in the game. Logan Thompson very sharp between the pipes tonight for Washington. Made 27 saves en route to the victory. And the other goal getter was Connor McMichael with 1 goal. So Washington tying up the series as it now heads to Carolina for games 3 and 4. Next up for the Edmonton Oilers, by the way, is on Saturday night, game 3 between Vegas and the Oil. That one gets going at 7 o'clock Mountain. And there are still some tickets available for that one. All you have to do is check them out online at edmontonoilers.com/tickets. The other thing, too, don't forget that this is OilCountry Playoffs 50-50 raffle is live right now in support of the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation's Every Kid Deserves a Shot initiative, focusing on kids in OilCountry who need our support and our help. Tickets are available anywhere in Alberta. Check them out at edmontonoilers.com/50-50. Oilers with the lead, 3-2 going into the third period. We've got the third period action coming right up. That out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Ready to score big on your outdoor space? It's game time with Park Landscaping. Transform your backyard into a winning arena with Park Landscaping's expert team. From design to maintenance of lush lawns and state-of-the-art synthetic turf to inviting pools and captivating water features, Park Landscaping will make your outdoor space the MVP. Don't sit on the sidelines. Get in the game with Park Landscaping. Call 780-486-2744 today or email info@parklandscaping.ca.
End of the Roll Flooring Centers is not only Canadian owned and operated, but we've been your go-to flooring center since 1986. The reason is simple. We make your flooring project easier. Rather than a tiny sample, upload a photo of your room at endoftheroll.com and instantly see what your dream flooring looks like in your house. Thousands of styles just clicks away. End of the Roll Flooring Centers. We've been flooring Canadians for 4 decades. Visit endoftheroll.com.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Oilers and Golden Knights getting ready for the third period of play. 3-2 Edmonton leads here in the second game of this series. Oilers lead the series 1-0. And this is just the second time in the playoffs the Oilers have had a lead through 40. They had the lead on Los Angeles in Game 6 of that first-round series after 2 periods. Wallman, Podkolzin, and Nurse scoring for Edmonton. Olofsson and Carlson have the goals for Vegas. And starting off this third period, it'll be McDavid, Draisaitl, and Brown on the ice with Bouchard and Kulak. Eichel, Stone, and Barbashev.
We might be down to about 10 forwards here. I don't know how much we're going to see Corey Perry, and I don't know how much we're going to see a Trent Preston.
To the right wing corner, off a stick to the middle, and Theodore to the blue line to Stone. And now Barbashev went to shoot it in. It was picked off by Bouchard to Brown. He'll bounce it to the right wing corner in Vegas territory. To the left side, it goes to McDavid. Top of the circle. And the puck cleared out, and it's Barbashev. Right wing to Stone, across to Theodore. Went off his stick. Bouchard to go in behind the net. Barbashev steals in front. The shot was blocked as Eichel with the opportunity. Eichel's got it right wing in front of the net. Just missed Barbashev with it. We're just underway here in the third. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Kulak hit the stanchion as he tried to rim it. Now it is poked out by McDavid.
Well, bad first shift for Edmonton. They got to manage things a little bit better here.
3-2 Edmonton leads. Minute 15 gone in the third period. Pietrangelo on the right side will shoot it in. Goes to the right wing corner. Klingberg up against the boards with Smith, and it'll get to Howden. His pass in front of the net off of Nurse. Howden, right wing corner, behind the goal to Smith. Smith, his pass, that glances off of Nugent Hopkins. Puck on the right wing. Howden towards the net. A blocker save made by Pickard. Puck hacked out of the zone by Hyman. It's center ice. Kane up against the right wing boards. Just able to get it in. Hyman lifted a stick. Puck goes to Nugent Hopkins. To Hyman on the right. In front to Kane. Scores! Evander Kane has given the Oilers a 4-2 lead.
Now I'm worried about interference on this one as well, but I don't think so. Like Edmonton just found a way to create. What a play by Hyman. He kept the play alive. Nugent Hopkins back to Hyman. He slid it through. I think Kane's first. No, went in. Got right through Aiden Hill. And it's a 4-2 Oiler lead. 2-goal lead. 2 minutes into this, the third period.
Yeah, Hill got a pretty good piece of it, but not quite enough. And Evander Kane has given the Edmonton Oilers a 4-2 lead.
It's his third goal of the playoffs. Nugent Hopkins and Hyman on the assist.
And the Oilers up by a score 4-2 after they survived the first shift. And Vegas with pressure. Puck brought in on the right wing. Hurdle to the blue line. White Cloud shot. It's blocked by Arvidsson. And he'll come out with it to center ice. Over center, he'll flip it in. The right wing corner on the right wing boards was Podkolzin, and Hurdle could not get it out.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Frederick's finally out here. This is his first one for a while.
Colasar will shoot the puck into the Edmonton zone. Klingberg's stick broke in half.
Oilers got to get in and support him right away. Help him out.
Comes loose on the right. Waugh behind the net to Colasar. Colasar slides to the left wing. His pass to the middle. Pearson shot. The save made by Pickard. He'll smother it. 2 minutes, 49 seconds gone in the third. Edmonton up 4-2.
Somebody passed the baton. Oh, it was Connor Brown, so it was a righty for a righty, and then Brown went off. The Oilers have 4 goals, Cam.
Yeah.
And McDavid and Draisaitl are not part of it.
We've got 2 goals from the fourth line.
And 2 goals
from the Nugent Hopkins line.
Yeah.
And they're up 4-2 here in the third period. Face off to the right of Pickard, who's been absolutely tremendous in this game.
Evander Kane's played 7 playoff games. He's got 3 goals. Not bad for a guy that didn't play all year.
Puck goes to the blue line. A little snapshot. The save made by Pickard as Theodore offered it towards the net.
And one of the issues, we were at a 50-50 proposition in face-offs. Jack Eichel 4-10 in this game, but he won that one clean against Nugent Hopkins. Who's 4-6, and they won another one.
Theodore across the line to McNabb, down the left wing, Eichel, all the way over to Barbashev. A backhand stick save made by Pickard. Nugent Hopkins on the right wing to Hyman. He'll jam that puck out to center ice. McNabb to Theodore to Barbashev. Hacked away from him by Hyman. Now it's brought in on the left. Barbashev had it hit him in the skate. Kulak will get it to the blue line and out. 4-2, Edmonton leads. 3.5 gone here in the third period. Theodore with it in his own end for the Golden Knights. through the middle. Quick pass to Smith. Into the Oiler end for Howden, right wing corner. Howden goes in behind the goal.
Good play, Draisaitl.
Draisaitl took it away to McDavid, and he has got Howden all over him. Does get it out. Right wing, Howden into the Oiler end. Bill backhanded on net, and a save made by Pickard. He will hold on to it.
Well, you know they're going to put pucks to the net. Man, they've done a good job on McDavid and Draisaitl in this game. Those guys haven't been able to get going, but Nugent Hopkins' line has 2 goals. And but Colson and Arvidsson with Janmark have a couple.
Well, with Pod Colson scoring, now all 12 forwards have at least a goal.
In the playoffs, yeah. And the Oilers are the highest scoring team in the playoffs, and they'll remain so after tonight's game.
Puck will go to the left wing corner. Wallman will get it in the air and out. Skating onto it is McDavid towards the net. It's knocked off. His stick goes into the corner. There's a penalty coming. Oh, a stick came up.
Oh, man.
It'll be a high stick.
It's going to be on McDavid.
Yeah, you got the stick up on White Cloud.
Is that 2 or 4?
I think 2-minute variety.
I mean,
I do believe
that play can't happen if you're Edmonton.
Edmonton 97, minor penalty for ice sticking.
Yep, we got him.
He's fighting through a check. And so 1 for 3 on the power play for Vegas.
They just showed it. As he was skating by the net, his stick hit the top of the net, which knocked it right into his face. Yeah.
Huge kill here for the Oilers.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. 4-2 Oilers lead. 4:13 into the third period. Puck goes to the left wing. Carlson to the blue line. Theodore left wing to Eichel. Into the left wing corner to Stone to Eichel. Left side at the hash marks. Eichel looking towards the net. Across. One-timer scores. Olofsson off the right side. And the Oiler lead now cut to 4-3.
In his kill zone. Lost the draw cam. Great pass by Eichel.
It was. He waited and waited till that seam just opened up enough. 4:32 time of that goal. Olofsson's got his second of the game, second of the playoffs.
Got to stop giving him power plays. Power plays are 4-1 in this game for Vegas.
Up the right wing. White Cloud to center right, shoots it in. Klingberg in the corner. Hit by Waugh. Pearson trying to get a loose puck. Klingberg stays with it. And on the right wing to Arvidsson, it goes to the line, doesn't get out. Puck on the right wing, point White Cloud and shoot it wide. Left wing corner, Kolasar to the point. White Cloud down low looking for a redirect, and it goes into the corner. Kolasar tried to shoot it, couldn't get it to the net. Waugh in behind the goal. To the right corner, now on the right wing boards. Waugh, top of the circle. Pod Colson gets it out. Left wing to Janmark. Will shoot it in. It is gloved by Hill, and he'll hold on to it. And we'll get a little gathering near the side of the Golden Knights net. Face-off will be in Golden Knight territory. 5:15 into the third. From Eichel and Stone.
Well, Cam, they've scored 5 goals in this series in 5 periods, and 3 have been on the power play. Oilers don't have a power play goal in this series. Got 8 even strength goals.
Face-off will be to the right of Hill. It gets into the corner. McNabb up the boards, kept in by Draisaitl, in behind the net to McDavid. Works on the left to the blue line. Wallman across to Draisaitl, the shot, and it's saved by Hill as Perry was in front of the goal, and Hill held on to it. Was able to see it. Perry was fighting to get to the front of the net, but he was battling with Braden McNabb. Face off to the left of Hill. Teams trading goals here in the third. It's a 4-3 Edmonton lead. Game 2 in this second round series. Dropped it once. We'll have to try it again. David into the face-off circle with William Carlson of the Golden Knights. All right, they get the puck dropped, goes into the corner, and then McDavid has it on the right, goes in behind the net, trying to wrap it in front. It goes right through the slot. Bouchard with a shot, and it's blocked in front of the goal. And the puck cleared up and out by Theodore. Wallman, his own end, he's looking for Bouchard. It missed him. It goes to Carlson of the Golden Knights. Cross-ice pass. And that's broken up by Draisaitl. He'll come through center ice. Right wing to Perry. In over the Vegas line to Draisaitl. Draisaitl off the hill. He's jamming at the side of the net was McDavid. Loose puck right in front of the goal. And a penalty coming up.
Absolutely.
Going against the Golden Knights.
100%. Perry got cross-checked.
Edmonton will go on the power play as Smith goes to the box.
I mean, he just crushed
leveled him.
We had a commercial break here?
I don't know.
Vegas number 19, Minor Pelly, cross-checking.
Yeah, we are. All right, we've played 6 minutes, 1 second of this third period. 4-3, Oilers lead the Golden Knights. Edmonton on the power play when we come back from the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace, repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Get paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
4-3, Oilers lead. We're here in the third. Oilers in the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 2 of this series. 6 minutes, 1 second into the third period. Riley Smith goes off for a cross-check. Oilers on the power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off in the Vegas zone to the right of Aiden Hill. Edmonton 0 for 1 in this game with the man advantage.
If you win a draw, get it to the net. I mean, Hill's had a tough start here. Put the puck on the net and see what happens.
Bouchard, left wing, Nugent Hopkins. His shot save made by Hill. No rebound.
That was a good stop by Hill.
Yeah, Perry right in front looking for something.
That was a clean face-off win from Leon.
In there up against Eichel. This time Eichel wins it. And McNabb around the boards and down the ice. Sent in behind the net. Evan Bouchard. Up the right wing to Leon Draisaitl. Comes in over the Vegas line. For Corey Perry, right wing into the corner. Draisaitl to the point. Bouchard into the slot. Nugent Hopkins goes to the right wing. To Draisaitl to the right wing point. Bouchard on the left to McDavid. To Bouchard. He'll walk in and shot. Now one. Tip wide of the net. Goes out to center ice. Bouchard to McDavid. Right wing to Bouchard. Still at center to Nugent Hopkins. Is forced back by Eichel.
Well, they had the right idea. They just didn't get the ricochet.
McDavid, right wing to Draisaitl. He's at center. McDavid into the Vegas zone to the right wing corner. Draisaitl taken to the end boards. Puck goes to Perry. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Into the middle on the blue line. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. Left wing. McDavid just knocked off his stick by Stone, and it comes out. 42 seconds to go in the Edmonton power play. Draisaitl into the Vegas end. Down the right wing into the corner. Came free. White Cloud. The right wing all the way down the ice. Pickard, another around on the right. For Nurse, off the left wing. To Henrique. Into the Vegas zone for Hyman right side. Right back to Henrique. Left wing corner. Left wing point. Klingberg. In behind the net to Hyman. Couple of moves. Goes over to the right wing. Right wing point for Nurse. Nurse with a snapshot. Tipped on net by Henrique. Saved by Hill. It's in behind the goal. Kane to Hyman. Hyman spun around. Penalty is over. Hagel rim the puck up the left wing, and it'll get out of the zone. All the way down the ice. Icing the call against Vegas. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. We played 8 minutes and 10 seconds of the third period. 4-3 Oilers lead.
I didn't mind that one. They got some pucks to the net there, just didn't score.
You could tell there was urgency to put it to the net, too. Face off to the right of Aiden Hill. Janmark, Podkolzin, and Arvidsson on the ice with Klingberg and Nurse. Taking the draw for the Golden Knights. Well, trying to anyway. All right, they put time back on the clock there. Okay, they get lined up. Puck is dropped. White Cloud on the right wing. Center ice to Smith. Flips it into the Edmonton zone. Golden Knights make a change. Turning it up. Klingberg. Klingberg fans on his pass. Pearson then lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Podkolzin off the right wing boards. And it's a glove pass, and we get the whistle. Oilers with goals from Jake Wallman, Vasily Podkolzin, Darnell Nurse, and Evander Kane. Victor Olofsson has a pair for the Golden Knights. William Carlson's also scored for Vegas.
Frederick at center here with Kane and Connor Brown. Interesting.
Okay. Kulak's able to shoot it in. It goes right to Hill, gloves it, then pushes it to the right wing corner. Hanifin up the right wing. He got it out. Hurdle to center ice. Dump the puck in. It goes to the inboards. Hurdle pinned on the inboards by Kulak.
This is an interesting decision, just having Frederick at center. He hasn't played a lot at center for the Oilers.
Still caught up in the skates of Hurdle. Will get it to the right wing point. Pietrangelo. Right wing to Hurdle. Stops in the right wing corner. To the blue line, Hanifin comes down the right wing. His centering pass. That's off his stick, but he got it back. And behind the net to Hurdle. It's taken off of his stick.
How How's that not a penalty?
Hurdle across the blue line to Pietrangelo. Off the corner boards. Now Pearson will go in behind the net. Pearson to the right. To Hurdle. To the blue line. Pietrangelo over to Hanifin. A shot. Saved by Pickard. That was redirected. Good save by Calvin Pickard.
They're going to get one here.
Hurdle goes to the end boards with Bouchard. The puck came free. Stones pass to the middle. Broken up by Kane. Kane up the right wing. And off the right boards, it was Brown to get it out.
That's why you can't give teams a trip like that's a penalty in the first.
Barbashev to the left wing corner to Stone. Now into the slot. The shot. It was blocked as Theodore let it go. Puck to the right wing side. Stone as Eichel slow to get up. Theodore down the left wing to Eichel. Eichel into the corner, goes to Stone. Cross ice pass. That goes off skates. Klingberg to Kane. Gets it out. Past Hanifin. Yeah, it will be hard enough for icing.
And the Oilers are sitting there saying, Evan Bouchard has the puck. It's a more obvious trip than the one on Brandon Saad. And as a result, Vegas gets a minute and a half of offensive zone time. I'm sorry, Cam. You can't miss that trip and that decide, well, it wasn't a...
They also missed the Kulak high stick on Eichel.
Oh, well.
I mean, things happen.
Yeah, I know. But why is it a penalty? It doesn't happen with a high stick on Eichel if you call a penalty to begin with.
Either way, you got to play through it.
I'm just saying, 4-2 in this game, 3-2 in the last game with the penalties.
Stone on the right wing boards to the middle. Snapshot does not get through from Theodore. Kane's trying to get it out. Theodore, that's a glove pass. And get the whistle as Eichel touched it. Face-off will come outside the blue line. We can take a break. 9:24 to go in the third. 4-3 Oilers lead the Vegas Golden Knights here in Game 2. We'll be right back from the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner for all local residential and commercial relocations. AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All right, give me something big.
The Ford It's a Big Deal event is on.
Bigger.
Get a big truck and an even bigger deal.
Love it. Now the details.
Right now, lease a 2025 F-150 STX with the black appearance package from $220 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 24 months with $43.75 down. That's like $110 weekly.
Now bring it home.
Plus, there's a $750 bonus for eligible Ford owners. Hurry into your Alberta Ford store. Visit Ford.ca today.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner for all local residential and commercial relocations. AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 4-3, Oilers lead the Golden Knights here in Game 2. We got 9:24 to go in the third period.
4 even-strength goals for Edmonton, 2 power play goals for Vegas. And the Oilers, I'm just looking for Leon. Yeah, he's on the bench. But Nugent Hopkins right now out with McDavid and Hyman.
We're seeing lots of different line combos here in the third period.
Including seeing Trent Frederick at center.
Yeah. Puck goes to Theodore. He'll dump it in. Right wing corner in the Edmonton zone. Bouchard through the middle and out. Theodore inside his own end.
They're getting the puck up in a hurry, boy.
Jack Eichel off a Stone, cleared out by Nugent Hopkins. Stone Spins it on the right to Eichel, to Stone, into the Oiler end. Left wing to McNabb. His shot towards the net goes off of Bouchard. To the right wing, Howden. Right wing corner. Howden to Stone, to the blue line, to McNabb. A shot. Rebound came loose. What a stop by Pickard coming across on Eichel, and he held on to it. That thing kicked over to Jack Eichel, and he had to pull it to his forehand, and that gave Pickard time to get across.
He's a left-handed shot that puts in the net.
Yeah.
But because he's a righty. So now we're going to have Draisaitl with Henrique and Frederick. And I think what you'll see happen here is if Leon wins the draw, he's coming off, and Brown will go on. And they're winning a lot of draws here.
Face off to the left of Calvin Pickard. Puck goes over to the boards, and it's nursed to the line. It was kept in by the skate of McNabb. And now Hanifin will drill it towards the net. Pad save by Pickard. Pickard got caught up with Hurdle.
He did.
The puck cleared out. That hurt Calvin Pickard. Olofsson, right wing to Saad, into the Edmonton zone. Olofsson to the blue line, shot wide of the net by Pietrangelo. Hanifin keeping it in on the left. Henrique up against the boards. They go to Pietrangelo on the right wing side, across to Hanifin. Over to Pietrangelo, a snapshot, scores! Pietrangelo let it go.
I think Calvin Pickard's going to stay down. He doesn't want to come out of the game. He doesn't look right to me.
We're tied at 4. Pickard got landed on by Hurdle on that one where he went to the front of the net, and you're right. I don't think he's right either. Shot by Pietrangelo. That hit an Oilers stick. And this game's tied at 4. Shot into the Edmonton zone. Wallman up the left wing. Gave it to Podkolzin, but
Vegas is all over Edmonton. Oilers are going to have to dig in here.
Pietrangelo second of the playoffs. Pearson along the boards against to the middle. The shot off the arm of Pickard and out of play. What a chance there for Waugh. Now everybody gathers in behind the Edmonton net. Pickard just got enough of it. And you can tell he's hurting a bit right now.
Why is Pearson trying to jam the puck in when the play's there? And then he punches Wallman right in the face.
Whatever it is, they got it all sorted out.
They're on about a 7-shot swing here.
Yeah.
It's all Vegas. They've got 2 goals, and it starts because McDavid, unfortunately, had an errant stick and gave them a free power play.
Pietrangelo from Hanifin and Olofsson.
And they are moving the puck around.
Yes,
and
they are.
Olofsson's having a big game. He's got 3 points. The way this is going right now, Eichel's out there. Their top guys have outplayed Edmonton's top guys. Edmonton's support players have been there.
Puck goes to the blue line. The pass by Theodore came out. He was looking to get it to McNabb.
By the way, we have not seen a lot of Connor Brown here as this game's going on.
Shot in by Eichel. Pickard to Nurse. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins behind the net to Nurse. Now right wing for Kulak. Off the boards and out. Pinching up was McNabb, so no icing. Theodore can't get it out. Kept in by McDavid. He'll go to Nugent Hopkins and shot off a stick and out of play. 7:01 to go in the third, and the game tied at 4.
Brown's going to come out with Kane and Draisaitl. This has been a game, 3-1 for Edmonton, 4-2 for Edmonton, where you're like, just negotiate some time with a 2-goal lead, and the Oilers couldn't do it either time. And now we're at even, 4-4.
Puck goes to the point. Nurse will take a snapshot, and that's booted out by Hill. It's in behind the net. Petrangelo's pass goes off of Kane. Now to Draisaitl. Off the right wing boards to the blue line. Kulak to Nurse on the left. He'll take a shot. Doesn't get through. Petrangelo up the right wing boards to Smith. He got it out through the middle of the ice. Kulak inside the Edmonton blue line to Nurse off the boards just to the Vegas line. Flipped in by White Cloud. Bouchard on the right wing to Brown. To Draisaitl, but hit him in the skate.
You got to get ready for the counter the other way here.
White Cloud to Carlson, to Howden, stood up at the Edmonton blue line. Kane will play it across at center. Hanifin into his own end to White Cloud, now to Noah Hanifin. We're tied at 4, we're in the third. Hanifin into the Oiler end. To Hurdle, left wing corner to Hanifin. Up against the boards with Bouchard. Comes free, top of the circle. Frederick will get it out. On the right wing to Hyman, into the Vegas zone. Goes to the right wing corner. He's up against the right boards. It's top of the circle. And just getting it out was Olofsson. Shot back in by Wallman. Hanifin to Theodore. Theodore up the left wing to Hurdle off his stick into the Oilers zone. Klingberg to Zach Hyman. Hyman can get through the neutral zone, and it's going to Rice. He'll shoot it in. Rims on the left. Frederick in the left wing corner. 5:25 to go here in the third. Tied at 4. Oilers and Vegas game 2. Oilers lead the series 1-0. The puck along the left wing. It's lost. It goes to Arvidsson. He'll get to the middle. Can't get a shot away. With Theodore on him, it's sent down the ice. It'll be icing against the Golden Knights.
Ladies and gentlemen,
almost a great chance for Victor Arvidsson.
I have a very important announcement to make. I need you to stop what you're doing and listen.
And again, that Oilers fourth line getting chances.
Well, a rare shift for Corey Perry, an ozone draw with just about 5 minutes left in this game, tied.
Face off to the right of Aiden Hill. Went off of Perry's stick. Stone will get it out. Stone just got the puck inside the Edmonton zone. Nurse behind the net to Bouchard up the right wing to McDavid gather speed. To Perry into the Vegas end. Stops up on the left. To the right wing corner. It's bouncing around. It goes to the right wing point. Bouchard is shot high and wide. On the left wing point. Nurse will let it go. And that one goes off of Perry and the puck cleared out. Draisaitl at the blue line. Needs to bump it back to Bouchard. Across to Klingberg will stop him behind the Edmonton net.
2 righties out here on the back end. Stationary breakout.
Klingberg has room through the middle. Right wing to Hyman. Hyman in over the Vegas line. Down that right side. He'll cut to the net. Can't get a shot. He'll get it now. And the save made by Hill. Nugent Hopkins in the left wing corner. To Hyman and behind the goal. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Knocked away from him. Goes to the line. Wallman shot off the outside of the net. Hyman to the left wing point. Wallman will blast the shot. And that is blocked. It hit Law. And it goes out of play with 3:56 to go in the third. We'll take a break. Tied at 4. The Oilers and the Golden Knights in game 2 from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Blue-collar work deserves big-dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavyemetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, tied at 4, the Oilers and the Golden Knights. 3:56 to go in the third period of Game 2.
We're basically in overtime now, Cam.
I would say. Shots at 26-25 for Edmonton.
I mean, the difference in this game, the reason why we're tied 4-4, they've had 4 power plays, the Oilers have had 2, and they've basically scored 2 goals the same way, cross-seam passes to Victor Olofsson.
I would argue it's tied at 4 because Calvin Picker's made a lot of really good saves, too.
He's had a great start. He's given the Oilers a puncher's chance. But Aiden Hill's probably not happy with 2 of the goals the Oilers have scored in this game. It's there for either team. And Vegas has played well.
They have that desperation that we thought they would show in Game 2. They have. All right. Face off to the right of Hill. Nugent Hopkins, Kane, and Hyman out there with Klingberg and Wallman. Puck goes in behind the net. Hanifin around out to center ice. Klingberg steps up on a play, gets it back in through the middle of Kane. Now on the left, Hyman towards the net. Jammed it off the side of the goal. Stone in the corner. Won't get it out. Kane to the point. Klingberg across. Klingberg will shoot it. Save made by Hill. Puck comes in front of the net. A backhand by Kane goes off a body and wide. It's flipped up and out. Barbashev at a bouncing puck to Eichel. Lost it at the Edmonton line. It's Nugent Hopkins at center ice, can shoot it in. Oilers can make a change.
Well, this line of Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, and Kane, they've been good. 5v5. Look who's out here.
Shot through or through the Edmonton blue line and off the stick of Howden. Henrique will get it to the line. It hits Howden, comes out. Bouchard forced back, comes up the right wing. Through center ice, directed in by Connor Brown. 2:48 to go in the third, tied at 4. The Oilers and the Golden Knights in Game 2. It's top of the circle, flipped out of the zone by Smith. Bouchard at the Edmonton blue line to Kulak. Over to Evan Bouchard. Brett Kulak behind the net, skating through McDavid, and he'll pick it up. McDavid cuts through the center. Now into the Vegas zone. Went off his stick and hurdle to McNabb. McNabb at center ice. Shoots it in. It goes to the left wing corner. Along the corner boards is Nurse. Off the left side, Perry can get it out. To Draisaitl, just missed McDavid. And it's at the blue line where Perry can keep it in for Edmonton. Off the right wing board. To McDavid behind the net, knocked down by McNabb.
That guy gets away with more stuff behind the play.
Draisaitl in the neutral zone. He's in on the right wing. Now to Klingberg. Klingberg in front of the net to Perry. Oh, that's saved. Made by Hill. The rebound on the right. They jam and poke it towards the net. And Hill covers it up. What a chance for Corey Perry. 1:38 to go here in the third. And this game's tied at 4.
John Klingberg made an awesome play to walk the puck right down Main Street. Aiden Hill just made his best flurry of saves in this game. Oilers have rung off 5 straight shots on goal here. We're with a minute 38 left in the game. Edmonton's got their fourth line on the ice. Oh,
Perry had 2 chances at it. Oh, so close. Face off in the Vegas end to the left of Aiden Hill.
Well, Arvidsson's worked hard in this game with Carlson and Janmark. This line's +2 in this game.
They're out there right now.
I mean, Carlson's a 56% man on the face-off. Janmark's giving the Oilers good minutes as a center. But not surprisingly, a guy that's played left wing, challenge at times to win draws.
Goes to the left side. Cleared out by Hannafin. Gloved down by Bouchard. Bouchard to Wallman. Left wing off the stick of Janmark. Hill out of his net to play it. To the corner to White Cloud. Now to Barbashev. Barbashev will get it out. Wallman has to go back in his own zone. To Bouchard. Jake Wallman. Wallman on the left wing. Out up the right wing to Arvidsson. Went off of him into the Vegas end. Puck along the right wing boards. That hits Janmark. To Arvidsson, right wing corner. Comes free. We're into the last minute here in the third. It's tied at 4. Game 2 between the Oilers and the Golden Knights. Lifted up and out, a bouncing puck inside the Edmonton end. Goes to the left wing corner. It's Barbashev for Vegas. Barbashev on the right side. Chased by Kulak. Puck to the blue line. Now off the right wing. Waugh to Eichel. Right side to Howden. Howden behind the net. Howden over to the left. To the blue line. McNabb across to Theodore. A snapshot. That misses short side. 25 seconds to go in the third period. Puck behind the net. We're tied at 4. Waugh. Right wing corner. Left wing side to Eichel. Brings it up top of the circle to the blue line to McNabb. To Eichel to McNabb. One-timer block. Loose puck. Just shot wide by Howden.
Where are you going?
Theodore to McNabb. Left wing. One-timer by Eichel. Misses the net. It'll go down the ice. And this game's going to need extra time as the Oilers survive the last minute. It's tied at 4. The Oilers and the Golden Knights.
Well, Chris Knobloch with a minute 16 left in the game had a very effective line tonight. That's his 4th line on the ice, and they had a good first initial 25 seconds. The problem is they got Eichel out there, and he's been brilliant tonight, and they had a couple looks late, and so we go to overtime. You know what? At 1-0 down, you take overtime in this situation. If I told you at the start of the trip to begin this series against Vegas, 4-2 win in Game 1, they're 2 for 4 in the power play in Game 2, and you got a chance to win this thing in overtime, and you don't have a point for McDavid and Draisaitl in a 4-4 game, you take that. So go get it in the third period, or go get it in overtime.
Oh, what a game through 60. The Oilers and the Golden Knights all tied up at 4. Oh, my. This has been fun. This has been fun. I know this third intermission will be fun, too. Brent Griffiths, Rob Brown, they are standing by. Game 2 still needs extra time. And Bryn and Rob will have it for you when we come back. From the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
All right, give me something big.
The Ford It's a Big Deal event is on.
Bigger.
Get a big truck and an even bigger deal.
Love it. Now the details.
Right now, lease a 2025 F-150 STX with the black appearance package from $220 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 24 months with $43.75 down. That's like $110 weekly.
Now bring it home.
Plus, there's a $750 bonus for eligible Ford owners. Hurry into your Alberta Ford store or visit Ford.ca today.
The Intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Draisaitl in the neutral zone. He's in on the right wing. Now to Klingberg. Klingberg in front of the net to Perry. Oh, the save! They by Hill. The rebound on the right. They jam and poke it towards the net. And Hill covers it up. What a chance for Corey Perry. A minute 38 to go here in the third. And this game's tied at 4.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations at Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Welcome to the 4th intermission. Actually, it's the 3rd intermission. I'm losing track, Brownie. This has been a fun game. I guess for the most part, we all saw that coming. We knew that Vegas was going to have to step it up big time in that period, and they did.
Yeah, I thought both teams had their pushes in that period. The Oilers got the 2-goal lead, and you're thinking, okay, it feels pretty good. The Oilers are usually chasing a 2-goal lead late in the game. Well, now they feel pretty safe. But Vegas didn't win the division and win a Stanley Cup a couple of years ago by being a team that rolls over, and they just kept pushing and pushing. And where we've seen at times in the past where you just have a feeling the Oilers are going to score because they're getting chance after chance, in this game you just had that feeling that Vegas has got it going on right now. And Calvin Pickard has been under a lot of duress in this period. You're just like, can we just hang on? And we found out throughout these playoffs, teams that hang on don't usually hang on as the opposition puts the puck in the net. Vegas played well. The Oilers played well.
Yeah.
Oilers had a chance to win it right at the end as the Perry makes a save on Draisaitl. It was going in the net. And then Vegas, the last 45 seconds, had ample opportunities to win this game. This is a game that's been so good, and both teams have played almost even. It deserves an overtime, and that's what we're getting.
And with the Oilers leading the series 1-0, I guess you don't want to sit back. You can really take control of the series if you find a way to pick up a victory here. They're in pretty good position. Vegas is the one that's going to have to push hard, I think, anyway.
Well, it's a playoff hockey game that neither team's going to sit back. Both teams, every game is important, whether it puts you up 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4th, whatever it is in a series. Every game's worth 1, and it's a race to 4. The Oilers are halfway there if they win. The Vegas Golden Knights will have momentum if they'll feel they'll have momentum going into Edmonton if they win. So I wouldn't expect this overtime to be any different than what we've seen throughout this first 60 minutes. It's 2 good hockey clubs that have both had their moments of greatness, both had their moments of mistakes, both have had moments of fantastic saves, and I would expect nothing but that, as the importance of this game is huge for both teams.
McDavid, Draisaitl have not had a point yet. You got to think, and the odds are that's not going to be that way. So that would be good news for the Oilers. What did you not like about their third period? Is there anything you did not like? I did like the fact that they were able to push back, in particular the final 5 minutes of that frame.
Well, I mean, they had a 2-goal lead, and it used to be a 2-goal lead in the third period. You should milk that home. Game's over. But it's not anymore. And we've seen that time and time again in the playoffs. We've talked about the 2-game sevens, Colorado giving up a 2-goal lead and losing, St. Louis Blues giving up a 2-goal lead and losing, both in the third periods. The Oilers have come back many times in these playoffs. It was 5 in a row coming into tonight's game where they've come back in the third period. Vegas is good. They had their push. It's one of those things, when you have your push, you got to be rewarded. And the Oilers did. They had their push. They got a 4-2 lead. Then Vegas started coming back the other way. They played with some urgency, some desperation. They got a power play. Their power play has been dynamite in this hockey game. Jack Eichel has been excellent. He is having a whale of a hockey game. And the Oilers' big guys have had an off game. Connor and Leon and Bouchard, not as crisp as you usually see with them. But what we've seen with any superstar, that in moments where it hasn't gone their way the entire night, and now a big moment comes up, they seize it. So a night where Connor and Leon really haven't been as noticeable as, say, the Vegas Golden Knights superstars, Connor and Leon have a chance to put a real stranglehold on this series by stepping up here in overtime. So the Oilers in that third period, They had plenty of opportunities. I mean, in all honesty, the Oilers could have won this hockey game. Sure. If not for the butt of Corey Perry. Leon Draisaitl shot the puck into the net, but Corey Perry laying behind Aiden Hill blocked the shot. Not on purpose, but just a bad break for the Edmonton Oilers, which would have been a 5-4 lead with about a minute 40 to go in the game. So to me, I'm excited about the fact that this game is continuing, because it has been a fantastic game to watch as a fan.
Rob, thank you. I don't know when we'll talk to you next, but we'll see how this goes. Fasten your safety belts. Thank you.
Sounds good.
The Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's Get Flooring. Overtime coming up after a break, and we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, too. This is your Four Dealers NHL Hockey and the Oilers Radio Network.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Steelhaus Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Catholics in the province are learning more about the new Pope. Global's Morgan Black reports.
Doesn't matter how far I am. My heart is in Rome.
At St. Joseph's Basilica, people gathered at Thursday Mass, where service began with a prayer for Pope Leo XIV. In Calgary, for some, elation.
Super excited. Leo XIV, great name, great lineage.
The president of the Canadian Conference of Catholic Bishops has met the new pope. He describes him as a quiet, sensitive listener who appreciates the beauty of Alberta.
I found him very approachable. I saw him as someone who would build consensus.
Many people in Alberta felt a connection to the late Pope Francis. He made a historic visit to the province in 2022, apologizing for residential schools and the cultural destruction and harm the schools caused many Indigenous peoples. Chief Tony Alexis was in Lac St. Anne with Pope Francis.
He led the path, and he went to some of those places that were difficult to stand in. So I'm hoping that the intent will carry forward with the rest of the church.
Morgan Black, Global News.
I'm Thomas Dias, News on Demand at 880ched.com.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Ready to score big on your outdoor space? It's game time with Park Landscaping. Transform your backyard into a winning arena with Park Landscaping's expert team. From design to maintenance of lush lawns and state-of-the-art synthetic turf to inviting pools and captivating water features, Park Landscaping will make your outdoor space the MVP. Don't sit on the sidelines. Get in the game with Park Landscaping. Call 780-486-2744 today or email info@parklandscaping.ca.
At the Intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Oilers 4, Vegas 4. We're going to overtime, but first things first, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Just the one game tonight. It was played down east. It was Carolina on the road in Washington, where the Canes had a 1-0 lead in the series. Washington rally. They come back, win at 3-1. The series is now tied at 1. Tom Wilson with 1 goal, 1 assist. John Carlson with 1 goal. And Connor McMichael with 1 goal. Logan Thompson made 27 saves in that hockey game tonight to pick up the victory for the Capitals, who really needed that one. Obviously, we are going to overtime. It is the Vegas Golden Knights on home ice, trailing the Edmonton Oilers in the series 1-0. Game number 3 goes in Edmonton on Saturday night, 7 o'clock Mountain Time. So be ready for that. The question is, are the Oilers coming back with a commanding lead in the series, or is it all going to be tied up at 1? We'll see. Keep your fingers crossed. Fasten your safety belts because there's more to come. The Out-of-Town Scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. And At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. Overtime on the way. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the Intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
End of the Row Flooring Centers is not only Canadian owned and operated, but we've been your go-to flooring center since 1986. The reason is simple. We make your flooring project easier. Rather than a tiny sample, upload a photo of your room at endoftheroll.com and instantly see what your dream flooring looks like in your house. Thousands of styles just clicks away. End of the Roll Flooring Centers. We've been flooring Canadians for 4 decades. Visit endoftheroll.com.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
It's finally here. The last show with David Cooper.
I am David Cooper with the stuff that you're thinking about but are too afraid to ask. We're talking relationships, climate anxiety, that weird thing you saw on TikTok last night, all of it. No filters, just real talk about real life. So grab your emotional support water bottle and tune in.
The last show with David Cooper. Weeknights at 11 on 880 CHED.
Alberta, home to some of the world's most legendary outdoor spaces and to a community of outdoor enthusiasts who celebrate what truly is the greatest outdoors. Join Sid Smith Sunday afternoon at 1 for Outdoors Alberta. He'll speak to fellow campers, anglers, hikers, hunters, and more about getting the most out of our province's natural bounty.
Plus, hear about trusted brands, products, and services outdoor lovers love. Don't miss Outdoors Alberta this Sunday at 1 on 880 CHED.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Heading overtime in Game 2. This one all tied up at 4. Oilers lead the series 1-0. This is the 14th overtime in these Stanley Cup playoffs. Edmonton 1-0. They won Game 4 against Los Angeles. Leon Draisaitl had the game winner for the Golden Knights. They have been to overtime twice. They've won them both. Ivan Barbashev had the game winner in Game 4 against Minnesota. In Game 5, it was Brett Howard.
Well, in fairness to the Vegas Golden Knights, natural stat trick, and it's a source that you can access, has Vegas at 15-10 in high danger scoring chances in this game, and about a 57% expected goals for 5v5. Don't forget, they got 2 goals on the power play, so they've been the better team. You can make an argument the Oilers are lucky that we're in overtime right now. Calvin Pickett's made some big saves. He's faced the better shots. Power on power to start here at OT. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Perry against Eichel, Stone, and Barbashev.
We dropped the puck. We're underway here in overtime. McNabb up the left wing off of Barbashev. It goes just off of Pickard as it skipped into the Edmonton zone. Nurse got it to center ice. Stone will shoot it in off of Kulak. Kulak up the left wing, but it goes off of Stone. Puck on the end boards. It comes in front of the net off of Barbashev. To the left wing point, McNabb. Got it low to Eichel in front of the net. Barbashev took a swing and a miss. Puck goes over to Eichel. The shot. And what a stop by Pickard. Got it with the right pad. Puck cleared out. Stone will bring it in. Stone down the left wing. Off the left wing boards to the point. Goes to the right side, and Pietrangelo shot it wide. Stone behind the goal to Hurdle. Hurdle got it to the corner, but that's it. Draisaitl through the middle, center ice to Perry. He'll dump it in. Edmonton will make a change.
That was a rough first shift for Edmonton.
Pietrangelo shoots it on net, skips on net, big rebound. The shot, save, rebound, another stop. Pickard with 2 saves. The first one off a Hurdle, that was incredible. On that long shot, there was a big rebound. unreal that this game's still going. Vegas with some great chances early in OT. Olofsson in on the right wing. Goes to the right wing corner. Battles, and it goes in behind the net. Klingberg has it. Klingberg cross ice pass to Hyman.
Oh, hit the ref. Hit the ref and broke the play up.
Olofsson at center ice will shoot it in. Klingberg around the boards and out. We'll get to Henrique. Right wing. Hyman shot and his save made by Hill. 2 minutes, 4 seconds gone here in OT.
And Edmonton lucky. A long dump in. It got misplayed, and Pickard fought it off.
Oh. Olofsson with a great chance there. Vegas with real good pressure early.
Way greater desperation tonight from the Vegas Golden Knights. They've been the better team.
Face off to the left of Hill. Henrique to take the draw against Wall. Drop it. Puck goes to the middle. Colasar out through the middle of the ice. The Waugh now on the left wing. Unable to get it deep. Hannafin lost it. Puck brought in. Right side, Brown. Off the corner boards goes to the left, where Wallman will get it down low. Left wing corner to Henrique, or to Frederick. Frederick along the boards to Henrique. Trying to get it behind the net, knocked down by Whitecloud. And Whitecloud will get it out. Waugh into the Edmonton end. It went off the end of his stick.
Where's the support?
Up to the right wing boards. Pearson to the point. McNabb to Pearson in the slot. A shot. The save made by Pickard. He held on to it. It's Tanner Pearson with a chance in the slot area.
Well, they're just taking it to Edmonton. I mean, it's been all Vegas here in the first 2:40. Draisaitl now to take the draw along with Janmark and Arvidsson. It's been a real impressive stretch from Vegas. They've gotten their game to a different level here.
The Oilers are fortunate the game's still going.
Yes, they are. Yeah. Calvin Pickard's trying to buy himself
a second or two. The cagey veteran is readjusting his glove.
And they're getting their top guys right back out there. They're going for the kill right here, right now. It's a huge draw for Draisaitl against Eichel.
Face off to the right of Pickard. We're 2:40 into OT. Puck goes to the top of the circle. Barbashev to the point to McNabb. Wanted to get it to the corner. Knocked out of the air by Draisaitl. Got it out. Up the left wing just off the stick. Again, Mark the puck at center ice. Arvidsson to his own blue line to Nurse. Over to Kulak. Now to Nurse, but that was up in the air. Stepping up, Theodore to Eichel. Eichel, long pass for Barbashev. Taken to the boards, and it's Janmark to get it out. Janmark to Draisaitl into the Vegas zone. Rims it on the right to Arvidsson. Up against the right wing. Missed Draisaitl behind the net. Theodore. We get to center ice for the Golden Knights. Give it to Stone over the Edmonton line. The shot, the blocker, saved by Pickard. Carlson to center ice. Had to flip it in. Didn't get it in. Center ice. Eichel will shoot it into the Edmonton zone. Pickard will rim the puck on the glass. Carey along the left wing. Cross ice to Kulak. Off the right wing boards and out. McDavid comes into the Vegas end of the right corner and spinning him around with Smith. Riley Smith will get it out up the left wing. And it was dumped in by Howden. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Howden on the right to the corner for Smith. He'll get it in front of the goal. Went off the pad of Calvin Pickard. And the puck cleared out by Klingberg.
Oilers need a full-scale change here.
Whitecloud to Hannafin. Up the left wing. Puck shot into the Edmonton zone. Is behind the net. Was in the skates of Saad for a moment. Nugent Hopkins around the boards. Whitecloud will keep it in. Across to Hannafin. A shot off the shoulder of Pickard. Hurdle on the right wing. Hurdle to the blue line. To Whitecloud to Hannafin. Into the slot. And it's just wide of the net. And to center ice, it's Hyman. Into the Vegas zone, goes to the left wing corner. Hyman back to the point, nobody there for Edmonton. It'll go to Saad, but it goes deep into the Oiler end. Saad has to go behind the net, and Kulak catches up to him. Wedges him on the boards, and Kulak off the right side and out. Now we'll go down for icing.
Kane was going to get there. This should be a draw at center. We might have a conversation on this.
5:07 here into OT. Yeah. They said the Oilers can make a change, so it'll be at center ice. Shots now 32-29 in the game. 5:07 into overtime. Oilers were able to weather the first 3-4 minutes of this OT that was all Vegas. Chalked up into the air. Will go to the Edmonton line. Kulak to Bouchard. Now on the right wing. Brown will shoot it in. Rims on the left. Trent Frederick up against the boards. Goes to Pietrangelo. Right wing to Waugh. To Pearson at center ice. Shoots it in. It goes for the right wing boards. Waugh along the right side. Taken to the boards. Oh, and then Waugh got the stick up. There's a penalty going to Waugh. As he got the stick up on Frederick and got him right in the mouth. A high stick or a cross check, either or. But Edmonton is about to go on the power play here in overtime.
The only question is it 2? Is it 4? Could it even be a 5?
Well, he's bleeding.
It's at least a double minute.
Yeah, at the very least, it's 4 minutes. Out there, and you're dealing with it.
Let's get the call.
Vegas penalty number 10, 5-minute major, will now be reviewed.
And they'll review it. Even if it got downgraded, it'd get downgraded to 4. Right. So. Yeah, that was.
He made that one.
That was a cross check right in the face. Oh, my. I think the 5's going to stand. I don't know how it doesn't. But if it doesn't, it'll be 4.
Well, it's not what your power play does. It's when you score.
Yep.
This would be an opportune time.
It was all Vegas early in this overtime. Calvin Pickard was save after save.
We're going to get an updated call here.
All right.
Upon further video review, the call on the ice is confirmed. We have a 5-minute major for cross-checking and a game misconduct.
Okay, Waugh is going to skate across the ice, go to the Golden Knight dressing room. And what a chance here for the Edmonton Oilers. 0 for 2 on the power play in this game. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
The only thing I'd say is I think Hyman's been on his horse here. You're going to keep Perry on the power play. You know, Cam, for that net front, I just worry a bit in terms of puck retrievals and quickness, just because of how well Hyman's played tonight. But Perry's got 5 overtime goals in his career as well. Got to win draws, and you got to simplify, get it to the net, tack the net, create some chaos. Pretend as though you only got 2 minutes to work with, not 5.
Puck goes to the point. Bouchard, left wing, Nugent Hopkins, side of the net, comes in front. It's off a stick. Here's Draisaitl shot, save made by Hill. And the puck to the line, kept in by Bouchard. Across the line to Draisaitl, right wing corner to McDavid. To the blue line, Bouchard, right wing to McDavid. He's at the hash marks, looks towards the net, gives it to Evan Bouchard. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. To Bouchard in the middle. Fakes the shot. The one-timer on the right side by McDavid. Saved by Hill. The puck in the left wing corner of the Vegas zone. Corey Perry slides the puck over to the right wing and getting to it and getting it down the ice was Carlson.
Well, you're never going to get a better chance than this. Finish it right here.
6.5 into overtime. Edmonton on the power play. Nugent Hopkins, his pass hit a stick. Stone will get it out. McDavid to Perry. To McDavid, it hit his stick and just went off the heel. And then McDavid ran into Stone. Puck brought in. Nugent Hopkins down the left wing. White Cloud is able to get it out.
Look out.
Bouchard chops the puck into the Vegas zone, and Haig on the right wing to Stone. Long pass, right side to Howden.
You know he's going to flop every chance he gets here.
Howden lost it. Wallman's got it left wing corner. Wallman. Now it comes out to center to Henrique. Left wing to Kane. Pass to the right for Hyman. Put it behind the net, and Pietrangelo can't get it out. Wallman kept it in, knocked it down. Right wing, Hyman to the right wing, point to Klingberg. Goes to the corner. Rims on the left side to Evander Kane. Kane to the point for Wallman. Wallman goes to the middle, gives it back to Kane. His shot off the stick goes in behind the net. Hyman on the left wing boards to Kane. To the high slot to Henrique, to the blue line to Wallman. Left wing to Kane. His shot saved by Hill. Puck along the left wing boards. 2:45 to go in the major penalty. Puck rimmed to the line. Wallman kept it in. To Kane, to Wallman. Wallman to Klingberg. A shot. The stick save made by Hill. And the puck brought out, maybe a 2-on-1. Howden down the left side, and he'll shoot it off the pad of Pickard as Saad had gone to the bench. Henrique at the Edmonton blue line. 2:15 to go in the major penalty. We're 8.5 into OT. McDavid loops back in front of his net. On the right to Draisaitl, to McDavid with speed. Into the Vegas end behind the net. Can't get a pass in front of the goal. McDavid still has it though. Across the top of the circle, left wing to Nugent Hopkins. To McDavid. To the blue line, Bouchard, shot, saved by Hill. Puck in the left wing corner. McDavid to the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard waiting right side to Draisaitl. Draisaitl holding on in front to Perry, and Hill got his pad on it and covered it up as Perry tried to jam it in at the side of the net. We get the whistle.
Call a timeout here, should you? Call a timeout in a minute.
Minute 32 to go in the major penalty. 9:05 into this OT. Hill's readjusting everything.
So he's going to
and the Oilers just called timeout. Which makes sense. Top power play unit out there. Give him a little rest.
Timeout, Edmonton.
And keep him out there.
Edmonton.
A minute 32 to go here in this major penalty to Nicholas Waugh. It was all Vegas early in the overtime. Then Waugh with 5 in a game for the cross-check to Trent Frederick's face.
Got to score. I mean, it's a glorious opportunity.
Yep.
You give their guys credit. I mean, who's got to be your best penalty killer?
Your goalie. And Hill's made saves.
He's battled back in this game, too.
Yeah, he has. Not a tough second period.
They have taken away the one-timer from Leon Draisaitl in his kill zone through the first 2 games.
Okay, face-off to the right of Hill.
Draisaitl's 12-9, 57%.
What a game 2 of this second-round series.
Eichel's up to 52%. He's won a lot of draws in the back half of this game. He was getting killed early.
Goes to the point. Bouchard to the middle of the ice, left wing to Nugent Hopkins into the corner to McDavid. Goes in behind the net over to the right. McDavid along the right wing boards for Draisaitl to the blue line to Bouchard. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard and hopped over a stick, but he kept it in. Bouchard, right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl into the corner to McDavid. Comes around the top. Over to Bouchard. The shot and a glove save by Hill.
Well, he's feeling it right now.
Bouchard got all of it. Minute 3 to go on the major penalty. Face off to the right of Hill. Draisaitl wins the draw. Puck goes to Bouchard, takes it to the middle of the ice. Right wing to McDavid in the corner. Looks out to the slot, got it into Draisaitl to McDavid in the right corner again. To the blue line for Bouchard. Brings it to the middle of the ice. Left wing to Nugent-Hopkins in front of the net off the stick of Perry and wide. McDavid to the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid into the corner, right side, Draisaitl to Bouchard. A shot and a blocker save made by Hill, and he punched it all the way out of the zone. Up through the middle, the pass goes to McDavid. He'll come in over the line, down the right wing, and that gets broken up and cleared out by Stone. Kicker to Draisaitl. 15 seconds to go in the major penalty.
Oilers need to get another D on the ice here.
Draisaitl into the Vegas end on the left wing. A shot, pad save made by Hill, and he covered it up. Draisaitl almost surprised Adin Hill. 6 seconds left to go in the penalty.
A little surprised we're going to commercial right here.
In a power play?
In a power play.
Okay, break it is, I guess. 9:29 to go here in the overtime. Oilers and the Golden Knights in Game 2. We'll be right back from the T-Mobile Arena. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Steelhaus Triton, two legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here at the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. 9:29 to go in overtime. What a tilt here in Game 2 of this second round series. Oilers lead the series 1-0.
5-minute power play for Edmonton, and Adin Hill and the Vegas Golden Knights kept the Hounds at bay.
Off to the right of Hill. 6 seconds left to go in that major penalty.
Eichel's been unreal tonight. Yeah. He's been fantastic.
Olofsson serving the penalty, and he is set to get out onto the ice.
Edmonton wins the draw. They got to get it to the net right away. Well, that's not going to help.
No, Henrique's out of the face-off circle. So it's Evander Kane. And the puck to the right wing corner. Chatrooms gave it away! Put off the crossbar by Hyman!
He thought he scored. Now they're going to chance up the ice.
Olofsson down the right wing. Inside the Edmonton zone, lost it. Hyman spinning it up the left side. Oh, what a chance. That was given away to Hyman. He put it off the crossbar. The puck shot into the Vegas zone. To the right wing corner, Evander Kane. Got it loose. for Henrique. To Kane. Over to the left wing. Hyman unable to get it back to Kane. It's sent out to the neutral zone. Hyman got the puck in. Hyman, top of the circle, hacked away from him by Pietrangelo. Give it to Olofsson, he'll shoot it in. Bouchard in the right wing corner, long pass to Arvidsson, it went off his leg.
These guys haven't been out here forever. Don't get caught up ice.
Theodore to center. Theodore lost the puck. Stone follows it up. Got it in on the left wing. Went off of Barbashev to Stone to Barbashev. Barbashev off the left towards the net. Save made by Pickard, and he held on to it as Carlson was looking for a loose puck. 8:13 to go here in OT. And Zach Hyman was right in front of the net and put it off the crossbar.
What a chance.
Pietrangelo just fanned on his pass, and it went right to Hyman.
Now, this is a huge draw. Henrique was just on the ice here. But it's going to be Nugent Hopkins
against Tomas Hertl
with Frederick and Brown.
Puck goes to Frederick. Oh, he almost had that knocked towards the net. Was getting his stick in there was Hertl. The puck along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Wallman up the left side all the way down. It'll be icing.
And they're going to put their big dogs right back out here. I can't believe how close Hyman came. Half an inch down, it's banks off the crossbar and into the net.
Pietrangelo with the fan on the pass, and it went right to Hyman.
Oilers got to crash in, support Nugent Hopkins here against Eichel. They got their top line on the ice.
Eichel wins the draw. Theodore cross to McNabb, left wing to Eichel. Forced up to the line, does keep it in. Wallman got it to the line. It goes to Eichel, and shot, he just missed. It's wrapped around and off the pad of Pickard. And the puck to the point, hopped over the stick of Theodore and out. What a chance for Barbashev, too. Shot in, Pickard will stop it behind the net. 7.5 to go here in OT. Near the blue line, but gets to the middle. Theodore over to Eichel. His shot gets blocked. Klingberg into the corner. Across to Wallman. Out through the middle of the ice to Connor Brown. Off the left wing boards, he shot it in. McNabb on the inboards, Brown on him. Up the left wing, it goes to Carlson. He'll get it out and all the way down. It's going to be icing against the Golden Knights. 7:04 to go here in the first OT.
See, I'd put Hyman out here with David and Draisaitl right now. But we're going to see Perry.
Yep.
What a game.
Barbashev, that wraparound, just getting his pad on it was Calvin Pickard. What a game is right. Edmonton up 1-0 in this series.
We lose our effects or
face-off will go to the right of Hill. Draisaitl taking the draw. Puck goes to the middle of the ice. A backhand by McDavid goes wide. And on the right wing, Stone out through center ice to the line and shoots it in. Pickard's going to play it. Kulak on the left wing to Draisaitl. Cross on the right to Bouchard. He'll scoop it into the Vegas zone. It bounced in front. The save made by Hill off of McDavid.
Maybe it's their night when that happens.
Smith down the right wing, dumped down, and the puck goes in behind the Edmonton net. Crowd calling for a penalty, but there will not be one. Bouchard in behind the Edmonton goal. Oh, the Oilers have got a couple of glorious opportunities.
Like two banks in tight.
Bouchard on the right wing to Hyman. Comes into Vegas territory down the right side. Around to the left. There's nobody there for the Oilers. He will get all the way down into the Oilers zone. Wallman in his own end on the left to Kane. He'll direct it in. Hill comes out to play it. White Cloud. Right side gets it out. To center ice to Olofsson. He'll come in through the middle, shoot it, and that's off the stick, goes wide. Puck in the right wing corner. Up The right wing to the top of the circle is Hertl. Will turn and shoot it. Blocked in front of the net by Wallman. To Nugent Hopkins is center ice. Backhands it into the Vegas zone with 5.5 to go here in the first OT. Right wing, Hertl off the boards and out. Center ice to Saad. He'll shoot it in. Kulak. Around the left wing boards, got it to center ice. Just went off of Carlson.
That's an icing.
Yeah, Barbashev will get it down. Nope, it's called off. Didn't get a whole lot on it. Nurse up the left wing to Vasily Podkolzin. To Nurse off the left side boards into the Vegas end. Arvidsson flies after it. Oh, he took out on the end boards. He hit McNabb, and McNabb went hard into the end boards. And the whistle goes as McNabb is in some distress.
He's fine.
He's up now.
He's a tough guy. It's hard play.
4:57 to go here in the first OT.
We got an ozone draw here.
Yeah.
And out comes McDavid.
McNabb's down the tunnel. Arvidsson got his stick in there.
Arvidsson got away with one.
He sure did.
That's a penalty. That's a penalty. The Oilers are very lucky. Edmonton could have been shorthanded there.
Yep. You got the stick right between the legs. Give him a bit of the can opener there. Oh. Crowd's reacting to the replay of it on the video scoreboard. Face off to the right of Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Draisaitl out of there. McDavid comes in. McDavid wins the draw. Bouchard left point. Shot gets blocked. Stone comes out with it. Stone, and it swept off his stick by Bouchard.
Good play by Bouchard.
Crank it up the right wing to Perry. McDavid gets it over the line across. Draisaitl scores! Leon Draisaitl ends the game in overtime. 5-4. Oilers win, and they're up 2-0 in this second round series.
Evan Bouchard made the play. He stripped Stone of a puck, wrapped it around, and then Corey Perry freed it up to McDavid with pace and tempo, and he was flying. Walks his man, no chance, back against the forward. Slide it across. Draisaitl open net, game winner. Edmonton wins.
Leon Draisaitl gets his 5th of the playoffs. That's his 2nd overtime winner here in these playoffs. And the Edmonton Oilers are up 2-0 on the Vegas Golden Knights, winning both games here in Las Vegas. Great move by Connor McDavid to turn it into an odd man rush. And Draisaitl makes no mistake. And Edmonton wins this one 5-4 in overtime. Wow. What a tilt here at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
And think of the non-call on Arvidsson. Edmonton lucky that it was 5-on-5, and then Bouchard makes a great play. And McDavid, he had a head of steam going. No chance for Eichel. He's in a full-blown back pedal. And Pietrangelo back in defense. And Draisaitl just has an yawning cage for the game winner in OT for Edmonton.
15-20 time of the goal. Draisaitl from McDavid and Perry. And the Edmonton Oilers come into Las Vegas and win both of them. And you're right. What a difference. On the non-call, and then the Oilers come back.
Well,
and you get the
Calvin Pickard was stellar at times in this game, and
absolute truth. Calvin Pickard was amazing.
They don't get there without Pickard. Vegas was the better team in this game in many respects, but Calvin Pickard was one save better in this hockey game than Aiden Hill. And the Oilers are 6-0 with Calvin Pickard as their starting goaltender. That's just crazy.
That is.
And what a way to win it for the Edmonton Oilers. Leon Draisaitl's second overtime winner of the playoffs. So we got a little bit of a fill job here to do, Cam, because we are going to get Vasily Podkolzin, who had an awesome game tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, he made his minutes count. There was no question about that.
Goal and an assist for Vasily Podkolzin in this game. The Edmonton Oilers, you get production from that fourth line.
Lost the special teams battle again, but outscored them 5-2 at even strength. Calvin Pickard giving his team a puncher's chance again.
Absolutely, yeah. Calvin Pickard was outstanding. Vegas had 32 shots, but they had a lot of quality opportunities, and the Edmonton Oilers able to get the win. 5-4 here in overtime. Leon Draisaitl, his second overtime winner of these playoffs, fifth goal of the playoffs for Draisaitl. And the Oilers win it 5-4 over the Golden Knights and take a 2-0 lead in this series. Heading back to Edmonton on Saturday, which will be Game 3, which will be, I'm sure, a raucous atmosphere at Rogers Place. And looking forward to that tremendously. But for Edmonton to find a way to grind this one out, and they did it in a very dramatic fashion. Vegas scoring 2 in the third period to tie it. Edmonton had a 4-2 lead at one point in the third period. But the Golden Knights, they didn't go away. They played hard in this game. Good forecheck, some physical play, the whole deal. It was a very good effort by the Vegas Golden Knights, but the Oilers were able to weather that and weather the first couple minutes of the overtime, to be honest.
They were on the ropes.
Yeah, the Golden Knights with great opportunities early in the OT. And Calvin Pickard had to make some saves. The Oilers had to block some shots. And they're able to just extend the game. Then the Oilers get a 5-minute power play in overtime. They don't score. So you'd expect that swings the momentum the Golden Knights' way. And for a little bit, it did. But Edmonton gets what turns into an odd man rush after a really nice move by Connor McDavid at the Vegas Golden Knights blue line. And we hadn't heard from, as far as on the score sheet, from Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl yet in the game.
But at some point, you knew they were going to.
And they did in the overtime. Draisaitl from McDavid and Perry at 15-20. And the Oilers take a 2-0 lead in this second round series against the Vegas Golden Knights. And you figured the Golden Knights would push back. They absolutely did. But Edmonton gets it done. And Calvin Pickard, a huge part of that. And you're going to need your goaltender, and that's how it goes in the playoffs for sure. And he was solid in this game. And there were times where the Golden Knights had the Oilers hemmed in, or were just getting quality opportunities, and Calvin Pickard was there to make saves. So
that was quite something. And just Bouchard defensively steals the puck off Stone, wraps one around the wall, and then Perry just perfect with time and space. And McDavid hops around Eichel, wide open net. Wide open net.
Okay, we got Vasily Podkolzin downstairs, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Vasily, first of all, your thoughts on that game, because that seemed incredible from up here.
Oh yeah, that's a big one for us. So yeah, that was a good game. So there was open hockey, so many offensive plays, but both of teams, gotta find a way to win. Yeah, that's good.
Vasily, everybody's got to kick in. Everybody's got to chip in. You had a goal assist, your first NHL playoff goal. Your thought on your line's contribution tonight?
Always fun to score, right? And we did a good job as a fourth line. So we try to play offense as well, and try to make team a little bit responsibility, and gotta find a way to win and to score a couple goals.
How about your goaltender Calvin Pickard? Looked like an incredible start from him.
Great start, and he was awesome today.
Oh, great work. Vasily, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All
Vasily.
Well,
there you go. So now we got ourselves the Oilers now. They were in this position before against Shea Theodore when Shea was with Anaheim back in 2017. Now the Oilers are a very different team now. It's got to be stated. But the Oilers were up 2-0 going home to Edmonton to Rogers Place in round 2. And the Ducks came in and won games 3 and 4. Edmonton blew a 3-0 lead in Game 5 in the final 5 minutes. Ducks won that one. They went back to Edmonton in Game 6. Draisaitl had 3 goals, 5 points, and emerged as a star that night. And the Oilers routed the Ducks 7-1, and then the Ducks eked out a 2-1 win in Game 7. So important for Edmonton to... They're going to have to play better than they did tonight because the Vegas Golden Knights were the better hockey team. Edmonton's goalie was one save better. Edmonton's star players came through crunch time, but the support they got tonight from numerous other players, but Carlson, Arvidsson, Janmark, Bouchard +3 in this game, didn't pick up a point. Edmonton didn't score in the 5-minute power play, but scored a great 5-on-5 goal. They're going to have to be a heck of a lot better, and they're going to need the fans to help jack them up and build some momentum. But they do head home up 2-0. Against Vegas with a pair of wins here at T-Mobile Arena.
Oh, what a tilt here tonight. Edmonton wins at 5-4 in overtime over the Vegas Golden Knights. Leon Draisaitl with the OT winner. Also scoring for Edmonton in this game, Evander Kane, Darnell Nurse, Vasily Podkolzin, Jake Wallman, Victor Olofsson. He had a couple of goals for the Golden Knights. William Carlson and Alex Pietrangelo also scoring for Vegas. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins had a couple of assists in this game. Vasily Podkolzin had a 2-point night. So did Victor Arvidsson. And the Edmonton Oilers, with an incredible start from Calvin Pickard, made 28 saves, and Edmonton wins it 5-4 in OT. They're up 2-0 in this second-round series against the Golden Knights. Our Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers post-game show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Swept off his stick by Bouchard.
Good play by Bouchard.
Crank it up the right wing to Perry. Now to McDavid with room. Gets in over the line across. Draisaitl scores! Leon Draisaitl ends the game in overtime. 5-4. Oilers win, and they're up 2-0 in this second round series.
There you go. What a great call from Cam Moon. That's the Century Casino Highlight Zone. All in, all games, all season. Century Casino, 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the winner's zone. Draisaitl at GWG and OT. Calvin Pickard, 6-0 in the playoffs. The Oilers beat the Golden Knights 5-4 in overtime. From the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, this is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Oilers with their first 2-0 series lead since the first time they were in a playoffs in a decade, back in 2017. And they lost after going up 2-0 with road wins at Anaheim. But ultimately, doesn't matter tonight. They win 5-4. They're a very different team. They showed that tonight. And we're in the Rogers postgame show. No Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance, goal of the game, health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Let's bring aboard our inside the game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, okay, you got to be honest in the assessment. And the Vegas Golden Knights brought it. They outchanced Edmonton 15-10 in high-danger chances through the opening 2 periods of this game. They were the better team. Cal Pickard's part of the reason the Oilers won this game, isn't he?
He is the reason. He was fantastic. He's won 6 straight, and all against goaltenders that have won Stanley Cups. He was absolute amazing. It was a fantastic start for Calvin Pickard. The Oilers were the second best team most of the night, though they did get contributions down their lineup, which certainly helps when you're trying to win hockey games against good hockey clubs. The Oilers got a break. Arvidsson should have had a penalty at the end.
He should have had a penalty.
100%. And I don't know if McNabb went right to the dressing room or not. It did not look good when he went into the boards. And the Oilers penalty killing hadn't stopped the Vegas Golden Knights. So that was a huge, huge break for the Oilers, for the ref missing that one. But when you get a break, you take advantage of it. And I heard you talk about the play Bouchard made, and then the 2-on-1 with Connor and Leon. That whole play is made by Corey Perry. He takes away the defenseman Haig. He stops the puck, puts it in the perfect spot for Connor McDavid to come with full speed. And Jack Eichel, who to me was the best player on the ice tonight, got stuck standing still with the fastest player in the world.
He's got no chance there. He's got no chance.
Zero chance on that. That game was over as soon as Perry made that play. So yes, the Oilers sometimes, you know what? There's not a lot of times that we have talked over the last couple of years where an Oiler goaltender has won them a game. Yeah. Tonight, Calvin Pickard won the Edmonton Oilers a game and put the Oilers up 2-0 in this series.
Pickard got tweaked tonight. I think that's an important distinction. He stayed in the game, but he looked to be having some flexibility, lower body issues. That's a little bit concerning for me. Looked like his left ankle. He gets the win. I want to talk about the fourth line. But Carlson and Arvidsson, they got this thing started. The Oilers had nothing going, and then Carlson was a one-man forecheck, and the puck came back to Wallman, who, by the way, Rob, I just want to say this. In his first NHL playoffs, Jake Wallman's now plus 11 in 8 games. He hammered it, and that woke the Oilers up. And then, let's be honest, Aiden Hill, the put Carlson goal, not a great goal. The Nurse goal, not a great goal. No, but that fourth line got the Oilers going tonight.
Well, first I'll start with Wallman. Wallman's been a different defenseman here in the playoffs than we saw at the end of the regular season. The end of the regular season, he was high event, where he could make a great play, but there was also big mistakes, and a lot of them. He's taken the mistakes out of his game in the playoffs. He's settled down. Everything he does is sound. You don't notice him unless it's a good play, and that's a really good thing as a defenseman. So Wallman has been excellent in these playoffs. That addition has been huge for the Oilers. All season long, when Podkolzin and Arvidsson were on the second line with Leon Draisaitl, I said that they were miscast. They're not second-line players now. And when they played on that, they had to change the way they played, because when you're playing with Leon, he wants the puck all the time. So Podkolzin and Arvidsson both were looking to make plays, and it took away from their strengths. Podkolzin's strength is straight ahead. Put the puck in hard, go hit, or throw the puck on net. The goals that Arvidsson and Podkolzin have gotten in the playoffs, or set up in the playoffs, those goals wouldn't have happened playing with Leon, because they wouldn't have looked at. Podkolzin wouldn't have looked to shoot on that play. He would have looked to come across the line, look for 29. So with Arvidsson and Podkolzin playing on your fourth line, it allows them to play the way they're meant to play. And that is straight ahead, throw everything they can at net, get in, be pests in the corners. But you're right, the fourth line was excellent in this hockey game. And if you get 2 goals out of your fourth line, at the end of the night, you should win hockey games. So good on the fourth line. And I think Jack said it tonight, and I'm sure you guys mentioned it too. But Carlson was the 12th forward to score for the Oilers in the playoffs. Yeah. We're 7 games in. That's unbelievable. That is depth scoring, and that helps win championships.
Rob, great stuff. We'll talk Saturday.
Sounds good, Bob.
The Plus play of the game brought to you by Catelli Protein Plus. Re-rack it for us. Kellen Kennedy back at the studio with the classic taste of Catelli and 17 grams of protein. It's the most delicious way to score with your taste buds on and off the ice. Here is the Plus play of the night.
Swept off his stick by Bouchard.
Good play by Bouchard.
Crank it up the right wing to Perry. Now to McDavid with room. Gets in over the line across. Draisaitl scores! Leon Draisaitl ends the
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Businesses deserve the best protection against cyber threats. Alltech offers state-of-the-art IT and cybersecurity solutions to safeguard digital assets. The team of experts at Alltech are dedicated to providing the highest level of security, ensuring that data remains safe and operations are seamless. With Alltech, businesses can focus on growth while the rest is handled. From advanced threat detection to comprehensive data security, Alltech has it covered. Choose Alltech for reliable and effective cybersecurity. Visit alt-tech.ca now to learn more.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com. Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
You're tuned in to the Rogers postgame show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Straight to the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73. We're down to 4 series. Out east, Washington even it up against Carolina by virtue of a 3-1 victory. They'll head to Carolina for Game 3. Tomorrow, Toronto up 2-0 against Florida. Anthony Stolarz, who won a cup, I hate to say it, with Florida last year, beat Edmonton in 7 as the backup goaltender. He did not make the trip to South Florida. So Joseph Wall will get the start. Florida was very good in Game 2, but lost. Leafs up 2-0 in the series. And tomorrow night, it was a dandy opening game, and Mikko Rantanen is on a serious heater. He got a hattie for the second consecutive game. First player to do that since 1985 when the Oilers' Jari Kurri did it in Game 5 and Game 6. Kurri had 19 goals that year in the playoffs. The Oilers that year in 1985, the single highest scoring team in NHL playoff history. They only played 19 games. Wayne Gretzky had 47 points. Guy was pretty good. Anyhow, bottom line, a situation where Winnipeg is trying to even up the series at home tomorrow night against the Dallas Stars. Western Hockey League playoffs begin tomorrow as Spokane and Minnesota go at it in the WHL final here at T-Mobile Arena. Leon Draisaitl, GWG, and OT on a setup from Connor McDavid. They beat Vegas 5-4. They're up 2 games to nothing. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on PlayAlberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Let's go to the Molson Cup 3 Stars presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. The 3rd star tonight. By the way, whether it's Canadian Ultra Export or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. We will give Leon Draisaitl, who got the game winner tonight, tonight's 3rd star. 2nd star with 3 assists, even though he got walked on the game-winning goal. Jack was tremendous tonight for Vegas. 1st star, we're going to give it to Vasily Pukolzin, and he had a goal and an assist in the Oilers victory. The Rogers postgame shows heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Yo, Edmonton, you ready to go? Saturday night, the Oilers come home with a 2-0 lead over the Vegas Golden Knights. It's going to be awesome at Rogers Place. For my play-by-play partners this season, Camus, called Tonight's game, we've got Michael Brown, Brent Griffiths, Brendan Escott, studio producers, Colin Kennedy in the helm tonight, along with Eamon Hashem and our ace engineer, Ray Regal. Bob Stauffer saying so long, everybody, from T-Mobile Arena. Draisaitl, DWG&OT. Oilers up 2-0 in the series.
The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Built Ford proud. Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a